Welcome everybody to another episode of the Jason Coleman Show. It's a special day here in our living room. Natalie, Avery, and I are ready to welcome you here once again. We started our second season of the Jason Coleman Show last week and have loved inviting you all back here for a new year. And we got a really special Sunday lined up for you today. In fact, it's fitting that it is a Sunday afternoon because today's concert, we're going through some precious memories from family hymnals. You know, I'm thankful to have grown up with the legacy of music passed down from my grandfather, Floyd Cramer, but really even more than that, Natalie and I have grown up with a legacy of faith from all of our grandparents down to our parents, and it's something that we try our best to carry on to Avery as well, and something that comes with a lot of memories through all of our family. And in fact, you can see here on the piano, I have a stack of old hymnals and songbooks that have ended up under my care here for the last few years. And we have, of course, more of these throughout all of my family, but just wanted to take some time today to go back through some of these old hymn books and play for you some good old-time gospel music straight out of the books that were used by my grandparents, my great-grandparents, even my great-great-grandparents. So we're going to start today here with the book you see on top right here. This is the Better Songs hymnal songbook here, and actually if you can see it at the top here, there's a name, Floyd Cramer Jr., written right here on the songbook for you. This would have been used by my granddad. It was from 1950, so granddad would have been 17 years old when this book was released, and he would have played in it. And I've looked through here, of course the pages are all yellowed and old, but you can see there are pencil marks all throughout with a check mark by certain songs that I suppose were songs that he had played or he had learned or maybe he enjoyed. But either way, I'm going to play for you now just a couple of songs straight from the Better Songbook of my granddad, Floyd Cramer Jr. And I'm not going to open the hymnal here because these are pretty delicate, but I'll put it right here so you can check it out the whole time. So straight from Granddad's old songbook from 1950, here are a couple of songs you'll recognize. There you go, a couple of songs. Well, I say straight from the hymnal. I'll probably play about like my granddad did as far as take the hymnal, read a line of it, get the idea, and then just take off and run with it, I guess. So that's my way of playing from the hymnal. Oh, what are you doing here? Are you coming up early? Hi.
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 I'm just eating gummies right now.
You're just what?
I'm just eating gummies.
He's just eating gummies right now. Avery's having his concert time snack. Well, wave at least to the blue camera there. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say welcome to the show. Say it loud.
I'm Chucho.
There we go, Avery. We got some music from you a little bit later on, so don't worry. He always has something prepared for you, and today is no exception. Hey, one more songbook here of my granddad's. This isn't actually a hymnal technically, but I had to show it to you because I had it here. This is the Stamps Baxter Modern Music Reader #1. Also has his name at the very top, Floyd Cramer Jr., FC. And this one is from 1939 actually. So this would have been, Granddad was 6 years old when it was published. And it's not a hymn book, but it does go through and have all of the fundamentals of music. So this would have been really what my granddad would have used when he was just getting started playing the piano. I mean, here is a handwritten note. This is his handwriting. Figures in the form of a fraction placed at the beginning of a song are called measure signs. So that would have been a note Granddad wrote to himself, or maybe for a piano lesson, early on as he was just getting started. Just imagine that. There was a time when Floyd Cramer was just a kid learning how to play piano like any other kid. So, and there is, of course, one little song I'll play at the very end from this book, just so we can cover all of our hymnals here. I'll play for you a little bit of When the Saints Go Marching In from the Stamps Baxter 1939 Modern Music Reader. All right, our next precious memory to share from a family hymnal comes from this hymnal. It's called Songs of Glory. It's from 1966 is the copyright when it was published. And it actually belonged, though, to C.C. Kitchens, who would have been my great-great-grandfather. This would have been my Grandma Mary's grandfather. My Grandma Mary Kitchens was her maiden name, which is a great name because Grandma can sure do a wonder in the kitchen, even still. And so this is C.C. Kitchens, who actually was a Free Will Baptist preacher. And this is the songbook that I guess he and their family used to sing from. Again, the pages have been through it all. And these actually, too, a lot of these songbooks are shape notebooks, which I'm somewhat familiar with, but some of you may even be more so, where each of the different notes in the staff has a different shape. And it's just a way of calling your attention to what the actual note is. And so this is an old shape notebook as well called Songs of Glory. I'm going to play for you a couple of hymns from this book that belonged to my great-great-grandfather. There you go, from Songs of Glory, 1966. My great-great-grandfather here, his hymnal. C.C. Kitchens, or as my family knew him, Pa. I never got to know my great-great-grandfather, but I did know my great-grandfather, and that's where I'm going to head to next here with our next hymnal. This one's Hartford's Radio Specials, America's favorite sacred and folk songs, published by the Hartford Music Company in Hot Springs, Arkansas. This one actually is from 1945, this hymnal, and it belonged to my great-grandfather, my grandma Mary's father, Jess Kitchens. And in fact, I can see here in the front cover, he's written his name, Jesse Kitchens, Ethel Kitchens, that was my great-grandmother, my mammy, Charles Kitchens, Mary Kitchens, my grandmother, Crawford Kitchens, and Eddie Kitchens, who Eddie I know is in Texas right now watching too. So we have the whole Kitchens family that I know my great-granddad was so proud of. Lived in Gravelly, Arkansas, a little town in northwest Arkansas that I got to visit when I was a kid as well, and had the same sweet spirit and joy and laughter in his heart that my grandma Mary still has, and that she passes down to all of us too. And so this is the Kitchens family songbook here. I'm going to play for you a couple of songs right out of the hymnal in honor of my great-granddad. The Jason Coleman Show is only made possible because of your support. So here are 3 ways you can help us keep the music playing. First, you can check out my CDs and songbooks, including my new Simply Piano albums featuring the best songs from our Sunday shows. They're all available at jasonmusicstore.com. Second, the tip jar is always open at jasoncolemanmusic.com/tip if you'd like to leave a gift. And third, you can join our supporter family. This is a simple way for you to enjoy even more music from my family and me and support what we're doing in an ongoing way. For just $5 a month, supporters get private bonus concerts, behind-the-scenes updates, and a discount on any of my music. It's sort of like a fan club, but to Natalie, Avery, and me, you are more than just fans, you really are family. You can sign up through Facebook by clicking that Become a Supporter button, or new this year, you can join directly from my website with your card or even with a check in the mail at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Thanks for all your support, and thank you for watching The Jason Coleman Show. There we go. Love lifted me. Just a little talk with Jesus that I'm playing from our next family hymnal here. This is one actually from passed down from my Aunt Nelly, who would have been my great-grandmother's sister, my grandma Mary's aunt. And this was passed down to me from our cousin Betty in Arkansas. Now, our cousin Betty is my grandma Mary's cousin, and she is sort of the keeper of all of the family history and family legacy, and she's been so sweet through the years. Not only to just shower us with all kinds of love and gifts as we've gotten with her, but also to really tell the stories and keep a lot of these priceless artifacts. Well, hi, again, you're back for more.
Sorry, puppy.
Are you just holding puppy? You are. Avery, it's almost time.
But
But
hold puppy's ear.
you,
If I hold puppy's
turn
ear,
around.
then
Turn around.
it will break. But it won't have some ears anymore.
That's right. You have to be careful. Puppy's ears are very delicate. And does Cousin Betty send you all kinds of fun things in the mail? You may be playing with some Cousin Betty activities right now, too. Stickers and crafts. We love Cousin Betty. So this was from Cousin Betty passed down to me.
Dora.
Oh, you are?
It was a Betty Dora.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, bud. Hey, it's almost time. I know you're chomping at the bit. It's almost time, bud. You want to go sit Puppy down and do one more song from Daddy, and then it'll be time for Avery Cramer Coleman to join us. So let's continue on here from in our Precious Memories celebration here today. And by the way, if you do enjoy what you're hearing, of course, I've got a couple of different albums that I've recorded some hymns on. In fact, my most recent one I released just in December is called Simply Hymns. A lot of these arrangements of my own and of my granddad's that are there, you can go check out. And of course, you can rewatch these shows anytime. If you're watching the live premiere right now, we're glad you are, but you can also go back on Facebook or YouTube or on my website, jasoncolemanmusic.com, to watch any of our previous Sunday concerts from last year and from this year so far as well. So you can enjoy the music hopefully for a while to come. That leaves us with one more hymnal here that I'm going to cover, and this one is one that is special to me. I don't know if you can see, but my name is actually on it right here. This was given to me from my church growing up, Parkway Baptist, here just outside of Nashville. In the 6th grade, I graduated from the children's choir, and everybody, when they hit 6th grade and graduated, got their own hymnal. In fact, here's my name written in it from when I was in 6th grade, I believe. And actually, this hymnal I became very close with through the years because when I was 15, my first job as a teenager was not at the grocery store, it was not at fast food, it was as our church pianist. And so I played from this hymnal quite a lot. In fact, I can look through and I can see a lot of the songs in typical Jason Coleman fashion. I really don't love reading music. I just do enough of it to get by, but what I love is to have the chords written right above the notes. So I can see a lot of these songs I have in pencil, writing all of the actual chords like a lead sheet for a rhythm player, a session player, above all the chords. And so I'm going to play for you now a couple of my favorite old hymns from my Baptist hymnal that I would have played in church myself. And I'm going to play a couple that I'd written the chords in just to help me along here. There we go. and gentlemen, would you please make welcome Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman. Hey, bud. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm going to just let me know.
Okay. We're gonna right to business. Avery, you look so sharp. Okay, so Avery has a special song, as he always does. Okay, and he's going to play. What's the name of the song, Avery, today for our special Precious Memories show? What are you going to play for us? It's called.
Jesus love me.
Well, say it loud.
Jesus love me.
Jesus does love you, and we're going to play that song right now. Here we go. I'll play the intro. You're going to sit on your bottom or on your knees?
I'm sitting on my knees.
Okay, come on. Here we go.
That's not on knees. That's a bottom. Lean on knees.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Ready? Get your finger ready. Is that your first note?
This is my first.
Here we go. Yeah, Avery, that was so beautiful. Every one of Avery's songs, no matter how tender, always sounds like Orange Blossom Special at the very end, doesn't it? Gotta hit the big ending. Avery, you wanna tell Mommy to come on up? Say, Mommy, come on.
Mommy, come on down.
Come on down. Has it been such a fun concert, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, what a good time we've had.
Yeah.
Such-
I like those concert lights.
You like
I like those concert like square curtains.
We have lights and curtains and the whole deal, and it's been a wonderful day of some precious memories. We are so fortunate and so blessed to have so many wonderful grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents who have just poured into us, and we try to give a little bit of it back, don't we, bud? 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 Well, folks, we've come to the end of our time, but I have one more song to share with you, as we always do. Avery, what's one more? What should I play?
Look at the phone and say it.
Say it. Last Date. It's a precious memory for many of you. It's not a gospel song, but it's sacred to us and to our family. So Avery, Natalie, we'll see you all again real soon. And I'll close our time today with one last song, my granddad's Last Date.